Winter Olympics have arrived in Italy, and there's gotta be some kind of media we can talk about, right? There's not many shows that kind of chat about the Winter Olympics, as the polar opposite gets all the attention from folks. It's hard to find something that's all about the Winter Olympics that can make a really silly video. We'll rule out something that's actually a good movie, even though it's a perfect topic to talk about. I did think about we could talk about like something like the Laugh Olympics, because surely that counts as there's wintry locations, and like how awesome would that video be? We can count out all the points, go to episode to see who has the best win rate. You know, that would be fantastic. Yes, I'm in my 20s and talking about Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder Snowed Under Bobblesburg Winter Games was the final special for the original series and is seen as like a big event before moving on to Project Build It. This was a huge deal as Bob the Builder was everywhere. He had merch, he had albums, and he even took the Christmas #1 in 2000. But this is the special I had on VHS, and I watched it over and over again. I also had Bob the Builder live on VHS. Man, I forget how weird my tape collection is. I just keep finding these weird like TV shows and movies like nobody even knows or even ever talks about. But why did I choose this? Well, honestly, I kind of forgot. I just remember there was something weird about this that I have written down from a video idea list that I have from 2019. Yes, this is a video idea I have had since 2019. So, let's slalom into this, like, ski into this, curl into this. Oh, there's no way I'm going to be doing these puns for the entire time. The movie begins with how I wake up every morning in a panic over a stress-induced nightmare. Scoop is stressed because he's been made team leader for a job in Bobblesburg to make a ski lodge for the mayoress, and because Wendy is competing, she can't help. And I just want to say, I forgot how much of a vocal stem Lofty is. This exact voice has been stuck in the back of my mind. I've had that stuck in my head for the last week while writing the script. Yeah, I think so. Spud, who is a living scarecrow, or listen, I have to say this here. I actually don't know how to justify Spud. Sure, there's speaking construction equipment, and that kind of makes sense in this universe, but like Spud is a living homunculus. He's a being with no heartbeat, but he's just usurped by the town where like there's no other magic to be found. He is not made of machine, he is pure hay. What is he doing here? What evil does this golem plan? Well, Spud has already lost the cat, who snuck aboard the ferry on Scoop's scoop. Okay, I went into full analysis mode to try and work out where in the world Bobblesburg could be. I looked at real world location, comparing geography, and then I scrapped it all when I just saw the stereotypes they were using. The wiki says Jana is Austrian, which kind of makes more sense for that area to be hosting the games, but the theming, the stereotypes, the map, it's leaning towards more of a Bavarian side, even though that area hasn't hosted a Winter Olympics since... Oh no. Anyway, here's how I introduce someone who's younger than me.
And this is Zuma.
Surely this will be the end of the stereotypes.
G'day. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm flat out like a lizard drinking.
Oh, fun fact. The voice actress of Charlene, the owner of the Bobblesburg Hotel, isn't even Australian. She's a Kiwi. Oh, and be glad I'm not showing you more audio, because every scene that Charlene is in, you hear this. Anyway, Zoomer gives Scoop more of an existential crisis than they already have, and Bob gives them a pep talk about how he trusts his team as they're the very best. Also, I worry by the fact that Spud can eat. That could imply that he could eat Bob in his sleep. Oh, and there's also a yodeling goat. I didn't mention it as it's just mostly just there. A problem arises as the machines that were meant to arrive to make the games courses and ice rinks are stuck in an avalanche. A lucky break hits, however, as Benny arrives, one of the special machines who avoided the snow due to leaving earlier. So Scoop puts the team forward to help make the games under Benny's wing to build the games in 2 days. Right. I just want to say, I want to know about whatever money laundering is happening. Like, they're building entire games in just a few days. It's like outrageous behaviour from the organisers, who are definitely planning to cancel the games to write it off as a tax expense. Not even WWE could build a stadium in that time. Building montages are a go, as Bob's group are building the log cabin, Scoop is working on the slope, and Wendy is training away. Muck and the rest of the gang arrive to lend a hand and begin messing around, and okay, right, listen. I'm going to defend Scoop here. He's been given a task, he's trying to do it in a limited amount of time, and these numpties arrive, goof off, and destroy part of the thing you're trying to work on. Like, imagine you're trying to cook for the very first time, and you realise, I'm actually enjoying this, we're actually doing well, we're going to make a good meal, and then someone comes in and pours Diet Coke all over your macaroni. Scoop was in the right, and the others are trying to gaslight him. Sure, his outburst of calling Rolly a clumsy lump has the same energy of a train in Sodor calling another train not very useful. And yes, before you ask, I was also a Tom's the Tank Engine child. It explains a lot about me. But let this dude have a little bit of a crash out. Just the dude's on a tight deadline. Just let him crash out, just a smidge. The gang also shunt Scoop out of being team leader, which, again, justifiable crash out. Like, they praise Muck right in front of Scoop. Bob picked Scoop, not Muck. This is now a Muck hate video. They are the worst. Rolly at least said sorry, so we're on good here. And Dizzy is in the middle right now, as at least they had a good song on the Bob the Builder album. I would honestly do the same what Scoop did and send Muck away, as they're distracting the rest of the group while they're trying to do work. Muck curses Scoop under his breath and makes the others think it's okay to mess around, leading to them getting into trouble. Muck is an absolute op. It's on sight. Scoop thinks that he has to do it all by himself and just to make sure it's done right, because if the others are messing around, and to be fair, as much as the psycho ventures of Dizzy doing ice skating and Rolly doing yodeling is fun, they were sent there to do a job, not to goof off. It's like the Hobbits got distracted from their quest to take part in the curling tournament. To be fair, the Hobbits were often distracted by food, so I don't know how great an example that would be. Muck also ends up sliding down the mountain, and Benny blames Scoop for him messing about, and then saying Scoop can't do everything himself. Dude, it's Muck's fault! Oh, okay. I'm calm. Alright, I'm calm. I've actually never been tilted over a cartoon in years, and I understand why I wrote this down now all those years ago. Muck mocks Scoop to the other machines right in front of Scoop while he's trying to sleep. Vile! Disgusting! Then does fake tears to get sympathy from the others. Screw you. The other machines then the next day even leave to have fun than actually do their job? Huh? Oh, well, apart from Lofty, he's just a child of divorce. Scoop tries to do the job that he's not made for, because if no one else is going to do it, he has to do it. And that even leads to him crashing out at Pilchard, which was 100% just written, so he's seen as unreasonable. All this trying to do things himself leads to tragedy, as the ice rink is destroyed, just as the opening ceremony begins. And wait, oh, that's Sue Baker, the TV presenter Sue Baker doing commentary. That's a nice little touch there. Scoop is finally hitting his breaking point. He goes to find everyone to ask one last big plea. Can they help him? And even Dizzy says what I've been thinking.
Well, I suppose you have been worried about lots of things.
Also, screw Muck one final time, because he actively went to have more fun over work, because Scoop is literally crying, like the tears you faked earlier. Like, dude, you gave the big banana anxiety. So they lock in, build their rink, Wendy does her run, get a personal best time, and Scoop gets praise for Bob. For admitting he was wrong? Your Honour, he was the only one working. Sure, he could have ratted out the other machines too, Bob, and pushed them on to work. Oh, Brit, can we just end this video on a lighter note? Charlene jokes to Spud that he should give drinks to the people at the top of the ski slope, only for him to go up and break a record. And is that a Matrix reference in my Bob the Builder cartoon? Also, this recap implies a frozen time in real life, so that's another thing to worry about. The ability of this entity of hay knows no bounds. Can we stop him? No, we can't! Also, I just worked out, this is, I've just finished that edit. Charlene is Australian, because it sounds like Austrian. So, what did we learn today, class? We learned that you could build an entire Olympics in just 3 days, and Cyber gets a little tilted over a children's show. Muck deserves all the pain in the world. Maybe you should have just went with the Laugh Olympics for this video, and my blood pressure would have been much better. Hey, after all this stress, we could just do something relaxing. We could just put on an episode of Way Below. We can even check out what Bob the Builder's up to now. Let's just see what Bob the Builder looks like now. No, kill it with fire.